All right, so since a lot of you now are getting really serious about Claude Code or Cursor or Windsurf or whatever it is that you use, what I've made here is a way for you to start building your web apps, okay? So your little websites, your little web apps and things like that online with the best possible approach every time, okay? And this is going to be really useful for you when you want to start your projects, you want to make something new in the best possible approach without you worrying like, am I doing things right or whatever it may be. So this is what we're going to do. I've made a command here because I've already uploaded everything to NPM, and it's npx space kens dash web apps, and then we're just going to give a project name. So it could be something like Kenkai. Don't know why you would want to name it that, but let's just use that for now. So when I press enter here, okay, it's going to be downloading all the files and everything like that from that command from NPM. The Kenkai on the end is the project name, and you'll see it actually be generated here in a second as well. So once we go through the terminal right here, you can see that I have which features would you like to include. Now, by default, these are already all selected because I recommend all of them, okay? So from here, we can just press enter. Then we want to choose a package manager. If we do want to choose a different one, we could, but generally I would say, most of you will probably just be using NPM. So we can press enter again. Then from here, we just go, kind of confirming the project. So we're using a next.js 15, which is a version, plus TypeScript, which is a programming language. We're using Tailwind CSS for the styling, Vitess for the testing, and we're just getting our Git repository initialized as well. And we're going to press enter again, and you'll see the folder for Kenkai is generated here now, okay? So we're not even doing anything. Apart from running this, but now you'll see all the files that we require to get started from the best possible approach are being generated for us. All the dependencies are being generated. Everything is being generated. Even the files that we're going to be sending and referencing, from Claude later once we get set up, are being generated in this folder as well. Okay, so this means that we can just start making new projects so fast from the best possible approach. And because we might forget things as well, like, oh, did I forget to add this? Did I forget to add that? This makes sure that you have absolutely everything that you need to have from the start. Okay, so that's how I've made this. So it's just a lot easier without having to think too much about things as well. So we have our node modules popping up here as well, and we're just installing all the rest of the things, and boom, there we go. We are set and ready to go. Now I've made sure all the packages as well are of, like the latest versions. There's no conflicts, there's no critical vulnerabilities or anything like that. So we can see right here, we have 0 vulnerabilities. We're good to go. And then we get the last little message here. So we can see happy coding with Claude. Now, obviously, if you want to use Cursor or, Windsurf, or whatever it is, you could use that as well. There's no problem with that. And from here, what we're going to do is a cd into Kenkai. So we're going to change directory into Kenkai. So we're going to be entering this folder, this directory right here, cd Kenkai, and then we're going to do code space and a dot, code space dot, okay? And this is actually going to launch VS Code from this directory, so we don't have to, go open VS Code, open folder, find the bloody folder and do all this. We can just do this directly from here. However, if this command here doesn't work for you, make sure you have the VS Code CLI installed as well, and you can get this you can get this command up and running. And this is what I like about Warp, because it'll actually install it for you if you don't have it. So we're going to press enter here, and we should have VS Code opening up. Boom, there we go. We have it all opened up. So now that we're here, I'm just going to zoom in a bit as well so we can just see, a little bit what's going on here. I'm going to make some little terminals. So I'll make 2. I like to set it up like this, clean this up as well. So I have 1 terminal on the bottom, 1 on the top left, and then here is where we can just open our files, just in case we need to check anything out, make sure everything is good. But what's really great about this, okay, is now I'm just going to launch Claude Code, and I'm going to say, I have this file here, the project guide, and I say, hi Claude, read the project guide.md to understand about this. Okay, so we're just telling Claude Code right here to go check out this project_guide.md file, okay, to better understand what all this is. Okay, so it's going to be very, very quick. Claude's going to be able to read this in just seconds. And then here we go. This is a comprehensive guide for a beginner-friendly Next.js project, and yada, 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 okay? And we have the tech stack, which is Next.js, TypeScript, Tailwind. We have some pre-built components that I have for you here as well. Flytest for the testing as well. We have some buttons. Everything here is ready to go. Now, let me just move this over here as well. And even if I just go here and I just go npm install, and this is just going to be installing everything for us there, then I can do npm run dev, and we're already set and ready to go, okay? So we can actually even click this, open this up right now, and we're already running. Now, obviously, this is just a default little page here, but we can start making our project from the start with everything that we need from the get-go. And this is why it's really, really important, because if there are things that we forget, if there are things that we need that we should have added at the start, but we forgot, right? And then it starts getting a little bit difficult to add them in because we've got to make so many adjustments just to integrate them now. We don't have to worry about that anymore. We are starting from scratch, from a new project with the best possible approach, okay? Now, from this point on, this is when you are just going in and you're saying, I want to build yada, 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 okay? But you can already see now that everything is set up in the right way. So when Claude Code or whatever it is that you're using starts going in, making these things for you, it's based off of this, which means that it's going to be a hell of a lot easier for Claude to navigate around things, to understand what to use in each section, and just, you know, what to test, what to run, and so on and so forth. There's so many things that we can do with this, and I'm going to be making another one for Python. I'm going to be making another few for different, you know, kind of projects as well. But for 99% of cases, this is going to be absolutely perfect for you. And from here, this is how you're going to start a new project and make things a hell of a lot easier without the worry of forgetting about anything. So that's going to be the end of this video. Hope you like it and enjoy.